last stroke phone when he came back. His wife and daughter was sitting in the middle of the living room, furniture, and people said their living room, lights off, nothing.
Right.
So he got his gun and robbed it. Of course, got killed. So when that white man said that, he said it stuck with me. You know, don't show me the guy robbed in the liquor store. Show me why he robbed the liquor store. What put him in this situation? So that was when I was 20. I think I was 28 years old. And it stuck with me. So it got me thinking differently about myself. It got me thinking differently about us. You know, don't tell me niggas deal dope in their own community and you know, tell me why niggas deal dope in their own community and sell drugs in their own people and so forth.
Say that.
Why they run around shooting each other, blowing each other's brains out and so forth. What has happened to put us in a situation where we act like we act? Like the sister was saying, we've been doing it so long, I said we mentally ill, we don't understand. And all this was awakening in my life. Started awakening me up. Excuse me. Then as I got closer to the nation, people started thinking that, okay, Nation of Islam, Nation of Islam got me to where I don't like white folks. I said a couple things. First of all, I don't hate anyone because of their skin pigmentation.
Right.
You know, nobody. I hate nobody because of the color of their skin.
That's right.
Okay? But when you do stuff to me continuously on and on and on, it's when we close the meeting at the Muslim temple, the last thing we say is never be the aggressor by word, no action. That's you're never the aggressor by word nor action. You don't say things to hurt people. You don't do things to hurt people physically and so forth. Never. But you have a God-given right to defend
Protect
your life
yourself.
Yes, sir.
with your life.
That's
Right.
So we don't turn the other cheek.
Right.
Exactly.
You know, if you come at me all wrong, or you put me in a situation where I got, well, either you or me, then I'm going to do my damnedest to make sure it's you.
Right. It's one of us.
That's only natural.
You got to be one of us. It's going to be
That's
you.
only natural.
That's right.
And then the second thing I'll say to that question, it wasn't Islam that got me questioning white folks and so forth. Not consider all the things they had done to us in our life. My great grandmama, I think I mentioned that time, well, saying, she's the most Christian person I've ever known in my life. Like I said, if there's a heaven, she there. Without a doubt, she there. That was my great grandmama, Annie Bell Chambers. I never seen a woman drink. I mean, you want to be scrubbing the kitchen floor and start singing a hymn and then drop the mop and spread her arms inside me. That was her, you know, because I was born and raised a Christian.
Yes, sir.
Like most of us.
That's right.
She told me niggas I was in band with the white boys. I told y'all, but you know, when she saw me, you know, really kind of think me right me over the house, but I didn't have a party time. And she said to me, she said, son, grandma knows what you're trying to do. Singing in the band, all that. I see what you're doing. And she said, but listen to me. Don't you never, ever trust me. Not a woman. And her telling me that was another one of those things that stuck.
Right.
You know, don't trust white. Don't you never. And to hear her say that, knowing how Christian, how religious, how godly she was, for her to tell me that stuck with me. Never ever trust white. And but at one point, I mean, I was part of some brothers and sisters. We ran Muslim brothers out of neighborhood. They come talking, selling the final call, not final call. Yeah, selling the final call back then, and no, Muhammad Speak.
Right.
It was Muhammad Speak back then. It wasn't final
Right.
call. It was Muhammad Speak. Selling Muhammad Speak And we was like, brother, man, go on. He was talking about, man, you know, the Russians, and I was like, so Americanized. So I said, man, come on, bro. We got Russia surrounded. We got Alaska over. We got Russia surrounded over here. We got Alaska over there. And we're 14 miles from Russia. We got missiles aimed at. We got submarines. Man, get that crap out of here. Them Russians, get out of here with that Islam crap. I did. But that's how I had it at that time. But school, college, so forth. I got to the point by the time I was in college, I could get a journalist in the Navy. It made me really focus on understanding what journalism is. You know, it made me understand, try to focus on learning the meaning of words. You know, because we say a lot of things, we have no understanding what they mean at all. We just use it because we've been taught to use it. You know, when I was at Armstrong, I asked you, give me motherfucking, I said, what's a motherfucker? Define that.
What's the motherfucker?
You know, I said, I'm not being disrespectful, but tell me, what is it? Somebody fucking your mom?
That's what I was gonna say.
I said, but it can be a good thing. I said, that's a bad motherfucker. God damn, motherfucker bad. No, that's a pretty motherfucker. That's an ugly motherfucker. That's a good motherfucker. That's a fat ass motherfucker. It can be anything. What does it mean? You listen, Mr. Chamber, I'm just asking. We do that stuff all the time. We have no idea what it is. No idea. So it got me focused on meaning of words. I had to, but my job. And they were expecting me to fail. And I was determined. I was one of them kind of Negroes. I'm determined. I ain't no dumbass nigga. I'm going to show y'all I can do this. You know, I know y'all don't want me to have it. Didn't think I'd ever get here, blah, 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 all that. But I'm going to show y'all that I can do this thing. So it made me focus, it made me study, made me do this thing. And then I said, for example, one day I said, I'm going to try to find the meaning of a different word every day. So I was looking at the dictionary. And one day I just happened to see the word hippodrome. You know, right down Second Street. And we used to go to hippodrome every Saturday. Watching John Wayne kicking Indians' ass and Tarzan kicking the Africans' ass in the jungle, you know, all we doing running around, you know, jacking the food in the jungle, you know. So I looked at the word hippodrome. And to my surprise, the definition said, a place where fools gather. I said, what? A place where fools gather? And I said, well, damn, we did do some foolish things in the hippodrome, so I ain't getting it. So then that prompted me to look up the word fool. So I looked up the word fool, and one of the definitions of the word fool is an entertainer, singers, dancers, comedians, actors, you know, and so forth. And the hippodrome was the place where the king and all of them, and he would say, bring out the food.
Right.
And the entertainers would run in there to entertain them.
Right.
The fools would come in to entertain.
Okay.
Damn. I said, well, this thing, okay. I see what they're doing there. And then I was what they call a Trekkie. Star Trek. He used to love Star Trek. Guess who my favorite character was?
Mr. Spock.
Mr. Spock. My favorite. Mr. Spock. You know why? Because Spock was
Sharp.
logic.
Right.
Got to look at things logically.
Right.
And that's I used to run home from work. We used to get off the ship at 3:30. Star Trek came on at 4 o'clock. I would run home every day, get home, get my reefer from under the sofa, go over and jank, fire that jank up, and I watch Star Trek and get into Mr. Spock with that logic. You gotta be like, Spock said, that's your logic. Think logically. So that's why I started thinking logically. You know, man, you gotta prove that thing to me. I just ain't gonna take it because you tell me, you see, I talk to you about Muslim or what I believe. You don't believe in God. I said, you say I don't believe in God. I said, I don't believe in you, the storyteller. See, you telling me the story about God. And because I don't believe what you're telling me, you telling me I don't believe in God. No, sir, I don't believe in you.
Right.
You know, I ain't had no conversations with God.
Right.
I'm talking to you. And what you're telling me, then I studied Islam, I studied in college, I studied New Testament, Old Testament, all that. And that just made things even clearer that y'all got some problems.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, the first night of class in New Testament study, I'm at VCU. Professor Whiteman, Genesis chapter 1.
Right.
First day, God said, let there be light. That was light. God put the greater light for the day and lesser light for the night.
Yeah.
So was day 1 and God was pleased. Okay. We get to day 4. Said on day 4, God made the sun and the moon. Now, if you're thinking logically, what question you now gonna ask?
Where did the light come from?
Where did the light on day 1 come from? What light was it on day 1 when God said, let there be light?
Right.
Because now you're telling me the sun and the moon didn't come till day 4. So what was that on day 1? Professor could not answer the question. He said, we don't know. We can't find, the scholars and all. We don't know what it is. We gotta do that. I came to the conclusion thinking logically that day 1 had to be knowledge.
Yeah, that's
When God said, let there be light, what he was saying was, let there be knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. Because to go forward and to create a sun, a moon, and a star,
Yes,
you
sir.
got to have some knowledge.
That's right.
that's right.
It's logical thinking. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I approach school. That's how I began to approach life. Don't take. See, a lot of us go to school to memorize the lessons so you can pass the test.
Yes.
But that ain't teaching you nothing. You got to understand to get and take it to the next level, which leads you to ask more and more questions. But why this? Why when you start comprehending things, as they say? Because what the book said, get wisdom, get knowledge, but above all, get understanding.
Sir.
So we won't understand. Right? So, yes. So another thing I realized over the years, I would ask some of my students this too, and I was talking. Can you predict the future? Can you predict the future? Can you predict what's going to happen next year at the same time? Can you predict it? Yes, we can.
I will say
Now,
that
I'm going to show you how they do it. White folks do it all the
all
time.
the time.
It's called business planning or nigger planning.
Okay.
Trumpet things, They say in 5 years we want to have the world's largest automobile company.
Oh yeah.
Okay? In 5 years. Now, but then they also know within that time we got to do things so that in 5 years we're gonna be number 1. Y'all do it, you just don't realize it. You schedule a meeting. My meeting is April the 10th at this building at 11 o'clock. That's in the future, right?
Yeah.
Now, if you show up at that building on April the 10th at 11 o'clock, you predicted the future.
Yeah, that's right.
See? That's what we need to look to do. And I wrote down, I said, okay, can we say as black folk, yeah, we can say it, but can we do it? In 5 years, there will be no more black on black crime.
Yes, we did.
Can we make that happen?
Yes.
Yeah.
In 5 years, if not sooner, can we make that happen? Can we predict that future?
Yes.
Yeah, we can. So what happens in the meantime?
Gotta do the work.
We on the actions we need to take so that in 5 years we have no more black on black crime. That's what we gotta do. All right. So first of all, we gotta realize what we said about
There's a problem.
the problems. All right. And what we do as a people over the years in my lifetime, if not, I'm sure for the last 400 years, if not longer, we talk about solving problems. We never talk about what caused
The problem. Yeah.
We don't want to deal with what caused the problem.
Right.
You gotta start right there, right?
You got to stop the white man.
Okay. Okay.
You got to start with the white man. In our house, niggas, brothers and sisters don't want to start with masters. They want to think of, well, how can we start it? Well, black folk need to do this and this. We need to get economic strength. We need to get political strength. We need to get this. We need to get... You better look at the cause of the problem. Because we can't solve our problem by making white folks better.
Right.
Okay, because that's what we do anyway. That's why I say we mentally ill. We're mentally disabled.
Right.
And we were made mentally disabled from the plantation on. Their job was to make us mentally disabled. You know, and let me read you the definition of disabled. This is the white man's definition of disabled. Okay. To make ineffective or inoperative.
Right.
You know, to make you ineffective or inoperative. Okay? To impair physically or mentally, to cause disability, disabled. Okay? Now, mental is defined as of or relating to the mind specifically, or relating to the total emotional and intellectual response of an individual to external reality. So how are you going to respond to things external to you, to your mind and so forth? To which I say now, if the white man make you mentally disabled, where he controls how you're going to respond mentally to reality, external reality, then he controls you. He controls you. Okay? I had another professor, thank you. I had another professor at DCU. I told you he was telling us about a guy, white man named Richard McKeon. Richard McKeon, he defined, he says, 4 fundamental ways of viewing reality. One of them he called his phenomenological viewpoint. I think I shared it with you before. The phenomenological viewpoint says, if I control your language, I control you. Because it's not your language. He's defining your reality. This is a chair because he's telling you it's a chair.
Right.
You know, I don't know what, that's a wall because he says it's a wall.
Right.
A floor because he says it's a floor. We have no other reference to it.
Right.
We gotta go by what he tells us. That's God because he told us that's God.
Right.
He told us about God, what God is, the word G-O-D. What that mean, Master? Oh, God. Who that, Master? Oh, he the creator of all things. Where he at, Master? Oh, he's in heaven. What's heaven? Heaven is up in the sky. Can I see it? No, you can't see it, but it's up there. Just believe me. That's up there. Okay? That's where God is and his angels and all the people. That's where he is. And you're going to see him when you die, you go to heaven. If you do the right thing. If you do the right thing while you're down here.
Right.
What's the right thing, Master? I'm going to tell you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the story. Am I lying?
No, not.
That's the story.
That's right.
So that's controlling our reality. So that, you know, we all run around saying we want heaven, which is what? Peace, love, happiness. We want all those things, but we believe we can't have them here.
Right, but we can.
But we gotta die. If you do right things, when you die, then you're gonna see heaven. Then you're gonna see Dad, your Father, God in heaven. And they tell us God is our Father. He created us, but he's not a man.
That's not true.
What? He's not a man. But he's my dad? Uh-huh. He's my dad. But he's not a man.
Man.
Right.
He's not like me?
Yes, he
No.
is.
God is greater than you. God is all things, all man. You can't be God. But he's my dad.
Yeah.
Well, you can't be. Let me see, because he's not a man. Okay? In my opinion, is once we start believing that God is not a man and you start looking for God outside of yourself, you're never going to find God.
You gotta look for him at the
You
end.
got to look for him again. That's why I say I'm looking for the God in me.
Right. That's
I'm
what
trying to
I
find the
said.
greatness in me. You can't tell me that he's my what did Jesus say? Jesus said, if you see me, you see my dad. What? If you've seen me, you see my dad. I ain't my dad, but if you've seen me, you see my dad. We are one.
Yeah.
All right.
I walk like my dad.
That's right.
I talk like my dad.
That's right.
I look like my dad. Got hair like my dad.
Okay.
My daddy is
Told
me.
you.
Everything my daddy knows is in me. I'm telling you what my daddy done taught me to tell you is in me. His greatness is in me, just as he said it's in you.
That's right.
You know, so my daddy is in me. Now,
That's
brother,
right.
y'all know a woman tell you that's your boy, he's a nothing like you. Wait a minute. Woo!
That's right.
That is your baby. I swear to God, that's my son. That nigga light skinned. Ain't got no ears like me, no nose like me, no eyes like me, no nothing like me. You know you have a hard time with that one.
Yeah.
Now you might still love the child because it's out of nature to be kind-hearted people, but you know,
Yeah.
no, you gotta, you know, this gotta look like us.
You gotta feel it.
You gotta feel it, you gotta see it, you know. So that's what we as a people have to understand. And see, these are steps now to where I'm talking about how we can reach our goal in 5 years of eliminating black on black crime.
Right.
See, because once we reestablish that we, such as saying, love of self, find God in you,
That's right.
then that'll take us to our goal. See, that'll take us to that goal probably quicker than 5 years
That's right.
if we all decide or realize that
They see you.
I'm God is in me.
And you.
Our greatness. I was watching my favorite movie the other day with my best friend, Reverend Turner, from down at the Pilgrim. He called me the other day. He said, "Partner, what's that quote you use all the time out of Lion King?" He called me Saturday night because he was going to use it Sunday at his service. He said, "What's that quote you use all the time out of Lion King?" I said, "Oh, partner, because to me, Lion King was my favorite movie. My favorite. Animated films, my favorite movie.
Yep.
And the scene he was talking about was when Mustafa, when Simba kind of trying to rediscover himself when he found his childhood sweetheart. He was gonna fight. He was fighting her to save his buddies that he now grew up with in the strange land, foreign land. He now fighting her to save his foreign buddies. You know. Then they realize that they know each other. He said, "What?" She said, "What? You?" She said, "Simba." Oh, she was so happy. You know. Oh, we need you. We need you back at Dry Rock. It's good. Scar done took over and just allowed the hyenas to come in, took everything. And he was like, "Nah." She said, "But no, you the king. You gotta go back." I ain't. He a nigga now. I ain't gonna fuck. I ain't gonna fuck at that. What are you? She said, "Come on, man. We can't hold it anymore." Meaning the women. We can't hold it anymore. We need you. She said, "You starting to sound like my daddy." She said, "Good. Well, I'm glad one of us do." I'm glad one of us do, because you damn sure don't. Your daddy, the king, you know. And he was like, "Hi, but you don't know about them, the monkey." He appeared and he called, "Oh, he said, "Oh, I know, y'all know your daddy." Oh, he said, "Oh, my daddy dead." "Oh, no, he's not. My daddy dead. I know my daddy." "No, he's not." He said, "Come, I'll show it to you." Takes him down to the water. Look at him. He looked. Oh, that's just my reflection. He looked deep. He looks again, and he sees his father in him. You know, he sees his father in him, and he hears his father's voice from the heavens. You know, Simba, you done forgotten me. "No, Dad. No. How can I do that? How can I do that?" "Because you don't know who you are. Therefore, you done forgotten me. You are my son.
That's right.
Right.
You're my son. Okay? You are far more than what you have become." Look at us. We are far greater than what we have become.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mentally disabled. The greatness has been there
All the time.
from birth, from the womb, from conception. The greatness has been there. The devil, the white man just made us mentally ill, mentally disabled. Mentally disabled.
That's right.
That's what it is. All we have to do,
You know what?
brothers and sisters,
Excuse me.
yes, ma'am.
I keep hearing this saying. The white man made us who we are. I keep hearing it. I keep hearing everybody say it.
How they made us who we is and we was here first?
But no, he
Huh?
How they gonna make us who we is and we was here
No, he made us just
Mentally disabled.
I keep hearing everybody say that.
first? How we
When they
mentally
talk-
disabled? We created everything.
You were we are the creators of all
Yeah.
things. But slavery, that whole process,
Oh yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
see, that made us mentally disabled.
Mhm.
He had to try to kill the greatness in us.
Mhm.
That's his fear. His greatest fear is that we will one day wake up to who we really are.
Yeah, he is waking up.
And he knows that ain't nothing he can do about it. That's why he has to
Mhm.
continue, just like the boy had his knee in Floyd's neck.
Yeah.
That's what
Yeah.
he's doing. He's
Yeah,
got to
he got
keep
his foot in
his
our neck.
knee in our neck.
Yes,
He
he
got to
does.
keep us down. Because if I let y'all niggas wake up to who you really are,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, we celebrate now and we excited because a black woman goes into outer space. Well, our Father created outer space
Hey.
and everything that's in outer space.
That's right.
So why we gonna be excited because he sends a nigga to outer space?
Right. Gotta take it for what it
You
is.
know, and I use that word nigga because I'm defining two differences. There's a
Right.
difference between a black man and a nigga.
Yeah.
Niggas are made.
Niggas are what?
Lord,
Are
I
made.
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 Are made.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
And niggas are made.
Yeah, that's true.
Okay?
Mhm.
Black men and women are creators.
There you
Correct.
go.
They're created. We
Correct.
just don't know that. That's that mental disability.
Yes, it is.
Okay? And like I said last time, I tell the children all the time, your greatest asset that your creator has given you is your mind.
Yourself.
Use your mind. Use your mind. And I've learned over the years, as I said, I'm focusing on trying to find a God in me.
Yeah.
Okay? Because I've come to the conclusion logically that no one, I can't trust anyone outside of me
That's
to
right.
teach me about my dad.
That's right. That's
I'm
right.
talking about God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't trust him.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my close to 70 years on this planet, I've been to lie.
It is.
Exactly.
Yes, it is.
Because either I got the white man teach me or I got niggas teach me.
Right.
Nigga trying to make me a nigga.
Right.
The white man trying to make me a nigga.
Yeah.
It's like chicken jaws and roots and all. You know, that job, and boy, you better, nigga, you got to, you know.
Yeah.
You got it, man. You know the white man. You know. So I said, no, I gotta. How am I gonna know the truth? How am I gonna know what's real, what's not real? I gotta start searching in myself.
So,
I've gotta look hard at me. I've gotta find my value systems in me.
That's
You know,
right.
brother, as we taught, our nature is a righteous nature.
That's
Right.
So that's what I need to know. I shouldn't have to, like I said, I shouldn't have to threaten to go to jail. You got to threaten to put me in jail to stop me from having sex with little children.
Right. Right.
Pedophiles, no, my nature
Tells you that.
tells me that.
That's
The greatest,
right.
I wouldn't dare even think of something like that. You know? We have to decide. If sometimes people say, what's right, what's wrong? You decide.
That's right.
And you,
Mm-hmm.
what do you feel is right or should know what's right and what's wrong?
Mm-hmm.
You know, anybody, you know, somebody has to threaten you, lock you up and do all these things. You make that decision.
Yeah.
You know, it's like my wife and I, we'll have this debate about abortion. Woman's right to choose.
yeah.
I said, I agree with a woman's right to choose. I just disagree on when you make the choice.
Right.
See, in my opinion, you don't make the choice.
After it happened.
Yeah, you make the choice the night the nigga said, pull the panties down, girl.
Yeah.
Let's get it
That was your
on.
choice, eh?
That's your choice.
That was your choice, eh?
Right? And if you make that choice right then, let's get it on.
Yeah.
Unwrapped, unstrapped, all that, let's go. You have made the choice. You know what results
Exactly.
can come out of that action.
Exactly.
You got that choice.
Yeah.
But don't get up and then say, oh, God,
Speak
I'm
to
pregnant.
him.
Oh, my choice.
You
No.
made that choice.
You made the choice.
It's a
And
difference
so did
if she
he.
got raped.
If she got raped, that's different. But if it's
Consensual.
Free willing thing? No. You can't say, yeah, I'm gonna make a choice to pay $300. You could be killing God. In fact, you are.
That's right.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You killing it anyway. You don't know what you're bringing into this world. Now, if you don't like the nigga that you having a baby by,
Don't sleep with them.
oh yeah. Come on,
You
man.
don't like it?
He a pretty nigga, but I can't stand it. What?
Yeah, you don't like them. Some of them.
Yeah. He was with another girlfriend of mine, and she said that nigga terrible in the bed. But you know, come on now. You made the choice.
Yeah.
And my wife, she was debating, you know, now we were debating, and she get a little high-pitched voice sometimes. Like I told you, I've been married to my wife for 36 years, and I've never yelled at her. But she's yelled at me.
Let me ask you a question. Why are they selling that lie in a church? Why are they selling that? See, I questioned that.
Because the church conforms
You
to the
question it.
establishment.
I did, and got put out. I showed
Oh,
it.
they put you out.
Yeah. 'cause
What?
I studied
Oh.
The church conforms to the establishment.
the word. I know. I'm
Yeah.
just not
And
liking that.
the church used
I know.
to say it was wrong. Just as they used to say homosexuality was wrong.
Mhm.
You know, but the church conforms to society, and it evolves as society.
I'm never going
Kind of thing. So that's the, you know, because we want members, we want money. Churches don't even stop at church.
Yeah.
You said it.
Yeah, you should tell the truth.
I mean, say how you feel.
If I didn't love myself, and when I say self, you know, the definition of the word self also means people are the same color.
Right, okay.
So when you say love yourself,
So,
it's deeper than just
You.
yeah,
me
right.
as an individual. It's us. Love yourself. And the word is defined as people are the same color. You know,
I'm just gonna write this
So-
down now.
if I didn't love myself, I would have been a preacher.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I would have been a preacher. I'm telling you, I would have been a preacher. But God knows that. Lord.
Yeah, that's
Amen. Can I get an amen? Sister, amen. What did God say?
I'm getting out here. I ain't getting strong.
And he get up and he down, look up in the dresses. Damn, Lord.
They said they look under the dresses.
You can call him in the midnight.
I'm not going to hell with you.
Yeah, I would have been the preacher.
why they sit there listening to that stuff? I'm not doing that.
I couldn't do that to myself.
We put you out the church.
Yeah, because I questioned. I started studying myself, you know, and I listened to a lot of knowledge. So
Yeah, that's why they put you out.
Let me share this with you. I got a meeting on Monday that we're going to start putting together a business plan for our academic enrichment centers.
okay.
And I would love to have some of you guys participate in what we're going to be doing moving forward, because we're going to be going to Wickham, Mosby, Gilpin, and we're going to be conducting what we call surveys.
Okay.
We're going to be out letting you guys talk to us.
Okay.
You know, we just want to get uptown or wherever we all of us
Yeah.
so-called live, and then come down to projects and say, we got this for y'all.
Get us out of there.
We want, you know, how can we help each other? You tell us
Right.
what's wrong.
Yeah.
How do you think we can solve these issues? What's going on, you know, in our communities? How can we do this as a people? You know, and then we're gonna put the business plan together, and I wanna try to fund this thing to where the children can go without any money
Right.
to the school.
Okay.
Okay. Also, I'm gonna try to do it without having to form a 501(c)(3),
Okay.
non-profit group, because if you're gonna form a non-profit group, then you got your hands in the white man's
There
pocket.
you go. There you
And
go.
then when you got your hands in his pocket,
Yeah,
he controls you.
Yeah.
So I want to say my thing gonna be to us, in particular those of us bourgeoisie Negroes. Okay, if y'all want to really help us as a people, help yourselves as a people, then put up or shut up.
That's right.
You know, as old folks say, shit to get off the pot.
That's right.
You know, and that's where we gotta be. We can't keep saying, oh, this is going on in the community. What's wrong with our youth? Our people, every time they tell me, what's wrong with our youth? What's going on? I said, look in the mirror.
That's right.
You won't know what's wrong with us. Look in the mirror.
Yeah.
We what's wrong with us.
That's right.
You know, we can do it. Yes, sir.
Somebody behind.
Oh, yeah, we can do that. That's my
Yeah,
whole
we
thing.
can
If
do
y'all
it.
spend any time around me, you gonna hear me say it over and
Yeah.
over and over again. We can do this.
Yes, we can.
We need to do it.
Yes, sir.
We
Stand
better do it.
Yes.
You know, and we're gonna let our children down.
That's
You know what I
right.
mean? We've been letting them
That's
down
right.
all this time. At some point, we gotta do that. Folks, put your foot down
That's right. That's
and
right.
say, "Come on." And what the Teddy said, "Wake up, everybody."
Yes.
No
Yes.
more sleeping
That's
in
right.
bed.
Good.
No more backwards thinking. Time for thinking ahead. The world has changed so very much from what it used to be. There is so much hatred, war, and poverty.
Go ahead.
Yeah, come on, man. Don't I be preaching?
Let it be. Let it be.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what we've got to do.
Yeah.
Nobody gonna do it if we don't. As Malcolm
don't
used to
say
say,
no preaching.
not us, if not us,
Who?
if
Yeah.
not now,
When?
Now.
Man.
you know, it's us. Time is right. It's us.
Yeah. It's our time.
And I realize I got a lot more to do.
Mm.
You know, I got a lot more things I need to share and
Right.
help people to lift us up and so. And I got a lot more to learn.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm trying to learn a word
Learn from
every
each
day. I
other.
try to learn something new every day of my life
Yes.
That's right.
until the day I die.
You can.
Right?
You know, learn something new every day. I don't know it all. I have to tell my grandson that 9 years old, the boy think he know everything. I got this, Papa.
Oh.
I got Papa. I feel like he go out his way to try to show. That's a grandson. I know, but look, you don't know it all. You still need something. We still need to help each
Yeah.
other. But his thing is, he wants to show me, to show everybody. You know that. Okay, just calm it down a little bit, grandson. Take a little bit. I love the enthusiasm. I
Yeah.
love that
Keep
he.
them like that.
That's
Keep
right.
them like that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna show y'all this film I did when I was 29 years old. It was a student film. It was only 25 minutes.
Okay.
You know, but show you my train of thought when I was 29. If I was to show you my train of thought at 25, I'd have to show y'all something totally different. Huh? Did you? Back on credit.
Uh-uh.
Yeah, that's what I was looking for. That's one of the equipment on.
Look, this, what about this right here?
I got it.
Can't you can't pump it up? Can't you pump the chair up?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
can. Yeah.
Oh, the chair. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
Still need something.
Probably need a little more.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What about this? Let's get some papers and properly. There we got some bread.
Or like a little box top or something.
That better?
You never know.
Ooh.
Got this, let's see.
The focus. Gotta get it to focus. Yeah, you want me to? Don't? Don't, okay.